This is the Casio FX9860G Slim. I'm going to show you a replacement calculator called Reckon. 2 sine 1. Reckon calculates floating point numbers to 25 digits decimal internally. Cos 1 plus I. Also complex numbers. Arc cos, answer. Gets back to 1 plus I. Also, we have an RPN mode. In RPN mode, each line is one level of stack. We have 8 lines, we have 8 levels of stack. Let's do those two calculations again in RPN. 1 sine 2 times. 1 enter, I plus cos. Arc cos. Back to 1 plus I. We can also do fraction calculations. 36 enter, 7 divide, 5 and 1/7. Of course we can press float convert to see it as floating point number at any time. Back into algebraic mode, let's do some other calculations. 69 factorial. Here we see the whole integer. This is a bit large. We can convert this to floating point and get 1.7 times 10 to the 98. Reckon supports a 4-digit exponent, so we can perform calculations like 500 factorial, which give 1.2 times 10 to the 11 34. We can also do operations with integers. We'll assign a to 2 to the power of 73 minus 1. Let's see that number. Now I happen to know it's divisible by 439. A divided by 439. But what are the other factors? Let's find one of them. F, A, C, answer. And after a small delay, we'll see 2298041. Let's do some calculations with matrices. Now matrices and vectors are handled in roughly the same way, so that for example 1, 2, 3 is a vector. We can do things like answer plus 1. What that does is it adds 1 to every element of the vector. We can do answer plus answer, which is vector addition. Now all a matrix is a vector of vectors. So to enter a matrix, we'll assign it to B. B equals, we have 2 brackets, 1, 2, close bracket, 3, 4. This is the matrix 1, 2, 3, 4. Now exactly the same as with all other terms, we can multiply and divide. So for example, B plus 1, we'll just add 1 to all the elements of B. B times B will perform a matrix multiplication. 1 divided by B will invert our matrix. And of course we could do add and subtract with matrices as well. Naturally the rows and columns must agree with the usual rules of matrix arithmetic. Let's solve a simultaneous equation. For example, if this matrix times 2 unknowns was equal to 7 over 8, we could simply divide the column vector 7, 8 by B. Let's do that now. The simplest way to enter a column vector is simply transpose a row vector. So we go T for transpose, 7, 8 divided by B, and we see the answers 6 and 6.5. Also we can solve equations numerically. So for example, solve cos x minus x between 0 and 1. We'll find where cos x equals x, 0.739. Also we can plot some graphs. We'll plot sine x between 0 and 2 pi. And there it is. We can scroll along zoom in, and zoom out. Now it's much more fun to plot a more exciting graph. Sketch sine x divided by x from -7 to 7. Again, here we are. We can scroll to the right. This time the scaling zooms in, or to the left. We can zoom out, and we can zoom in. These operations are all in real time using the four-way navigator.